For tens of thousands of years before European arrival, Aboriginal nations lived across the Australian continent with complex laws, languages, spiritual beliefs, and a deep connection to the land. More than 400 nations cared for country through sustainable hunting, gathering, and seasonal movement. In the Sydney region, clans lived along the harbour, relying on its rich waters and bushland, needing only a few hours of work a day, leaving time for ceremony, art, and storytelling. When Lieutenant James Cook claimed the East Coast for Britain in 1770, he ignored the thriving societies he saw and labelled the continent terra nullius, land belonging to no one. This legal fiction laid the foundation for British settlement in 1788. The First Fleet, under Captain Arthur Phillip, encountered large groups of Aboriginal people along the shores of Botany Bay and Sydney Cove. One officer, Watkin Tench, recorded seeing spears raised in resistance as the ships entered the harbour, a clear indication that the land was inhabited and defended. Aboriginal elder Aunty Beryl Timbery Beller recalled how her ancestors moved with the seasons. "We didn't need fences, we stayed where there was tucker and bush medicine, then moved on when the land was refreshed." To the British, land without fences seemed empty. To Aboriginal people, land was shared, sacred, and cared for, not owned in a European sense. European settlement triggered devastating change. Smallpox, influenza, and other foreign diseases spread rapidly among Aboriginal people, who had no immunity. By 1789, over half of the Aboriginal population of the Sydney Basin had died. Judge Advocate David Collins later described travelling along the harbour and finding coves filled with bodies, an image that haunted even hardened officers. One Aboriginal man, taken to search for his people, found no survivors. Collins wrote that the man stared silently for a long time before whispering, all dead, a moment that captured the scale of loss. At the same time, food shortages emerged as settlers overfished, cleared land, and drove away kangaroos. Violent clashes followed. Some settlers openly justified killing Aboriginal people, claiming they had no souls, as recorded by Bishop Poulding in 1845. Despite overwhelming loss, many Aboriginal groups resisted through guerrilla warfare, raids, and continued cultural practices. Although much knowledge was destroyed in a short period, thousands of rock engravings, middens, and archaeological sites remain around Sydney. These sites, together with the oral traditions that survived, continue to tell the story of the land's first peoples, their spirituality, and their custodianship. Aboriginal communities today continue to revive language, protect sacred sites, and challenge the myths created by terra nullius. The arrival of Europeans in 1788 brought disease, dispossession, and devastation to one of the world's oldest continuous cultures. A civilization that lived in harmony with its environment for over 60,000 years was changed forever within a few generations. Yet, despite these traumas, Aboriginal culture endures. The survival of language, ceremony, and connection to country stands as a powerful testament to resilience. Understanding this history is not about blame, it is about truth. Only by acknowledging the past can Australia move toward